The fourth ordinary session of the Pan-African Parliament was suspended last week after it emerged that a staff member contracted COVID-19. Let's get more on this with SABC News foreign editor Sophie Mokoena. Very good afternoon to you. Some contestations taking place today. Please let us know what else is happening.
Well, of course, the acting chair or the president of the Pan-African Parliament has just announced that in the afternoon they will resume with the business of the day, electing the bureau. But with me, I have the EFF leader, who's a member of Parliament and part of the South African caucus, and of course the SADC caucus. As you are aware that there was a video making the rounds last week in terms of the standoff with a member of Parliament from Mali. Let's get first-hand information from him. Mr. Malema, some saying it's ill-discipline. What was happening?
Well, a member of Parliament from Mali has been misbehaving. He moved from his side to our side, started fighting with a Zimbabwean lady. From there he came to me. Every time people disagree with Mali's position on rotation, he bangs tables. And he doesn't stop. So when I asked him to keep quiet so that we can listen, he started being aggressive and threatened to kill me. And I said, I won't do it here. I won't kill you here inside. I will kill you outside. So stop threatening to kill me inside Parliament. So it was a reaction. When a person says to me, I will kill you, I can't give him roses. I told him I will kill you.
But Mr. Malema, as a reputable person, a member of Parliament in South Africa, a leader, particularly a young leader who has led an organization, launched an organization, many young people looking up to you, the use of words at times and the retaliation, is it necessary really?
I'll kill him. He can't threaten me to kill, I'll kill him. And I'll repeat it anyway. No one threatens me. And you want me to be this leader or that leader when I'm being threatened. My life is more important than any other thing. I'll defend myself. I didn't go to where he was sitting. He has been bullying everybody here. He can't bully me. No one can bully me and threaten to kill me. I said to him, out of respect of this thing, I'll kill you outside. I won't kill you inside Parliament. I respect this house. And today he came to me. We smoked a peace pipe and everything. It's fine now because, it's heated moment. People say different type of things. But I didn't go to anyone. I didn't provoke anyone. I've been sitting on the same chair I've been sitting since I arrived here. And people come and do all types of things in an attempt to threaten us. Because the problem here is that the Western countries, especially those who speak French, are refusing to accept the principle of rotation. And when they disagree with you, they bully you and do all types of intimidation. They've been misbehaving throughout. And our delegation has been well behaved. Honorable Majola was there when the guy was threatening me. That's why Honorable Pemima Jodina comes running and reprimands him that you can't be saying the things you're saying. Because that's unparliamentary. So the person who started capturing the video captured it at the tail end, and that's what happens. There are no roses in a war, Sophie. When a person threatens your life, can you see how well built that guy is? When he says I will kill you, he means it.
But you are also well built.
I'm so tiny. I'm like, this guy is going to finish me, so I have to defend myself. But I accept. It was not supposed to be the way it was, and that's why when he came, I said, well, it's what under the bridge.
The video is going viral on the continent because of your strong following on the continent, and perhaps to the youth on the continent who are looking up to you to give leadership in terms of how the youth on the continent should behave, but also how they should fight for justice on the continent. What is your message after this video?
The youth must take no nonsense from anyone. I do that. I don't take nonsense from anyone. And I don't go around giving people nonsense. I don't provoke people. I don't do anything. You cannot bring nonsense to me, and I want me to accept it. The youth of Africa, it finds itself in this position because they've tolerated nonsense for a very long time, especially from the so-called elders who are ruling them in an autocratic manner, in a manner that if you disagree, you get killed, in an undemocratic manner where women and children are being raped in front of the people who are opposing the status quo as a way of punishing the opponents. They've tolerated that nonsense for a very long time. So the youth must not take nonsense from anyone. They must always engage in a robust manner and only accept things that, will make progress and change their lives for the better. I'm not this pretentious person who wants to be projected as being holier than thou. I've got my own mistakes, but one thing I know is that I do not take nonsense from anyone, and I'm not going to start now, and it will never happen again. And that's why in this country we're able to put a stop to a potential nonsensical situation because of our attitude, which says it doesn't matter how dangerous the situation can be. If it's not in the best interest of our people, we're going to deal with it.
Mr. Malema, the tension between the Francophone and the Anglophone, it doesn't project a good image of the continent that is trying to unite. What is the problem? Why Africans can't speak in one voice, particularly on issues that are of interest to the continent?
Well, you will know that the Francophonies are still admiring their colonizers. They still worship the symbols of France. Actually, they see themselves as French. And we have to do away with that. And we can't do away with it by being pretentious. Honorable Vanara from Namibia dealt with it decisively, that you Francophonies think that this parliament belongs to you, that we must only elect you, and if it's not your way, then it's a highway, and it must come to an end, because they see us as enemies, and we don't see them like that. That's why throughout we've been electing them. We've never had a problem with them occupying leadership positions, because it's not about who speaks French, who speaks English. You can't be divided over colonizers' languages. But they seem to be thinking that because of the numbers of their countries, they must have dominance over us, and they must serve in the best interest of what France requires them to do. So we're not going to accept that. And even if they win today, they should win knowing that their attitude is not going to unite this continent, because a rotational principle helps to unite the continent in a sense that every region feels it is part of this parliament. It's not here to just accompany other people. Its presence, its views, its mind is being valued, and because of that, they are now being recognized through occupation of positions of president. So we support Chief Charumbira from Zimbabwe to be the president. He has been acting president. He has held it together under difficult situation. But these guys don't see the sacrifice that Chief Charumbira has made because of the language superiority.
Thank you so much, Mr. Malema. That was the Member of Parliament of the Pan-African Parliament, part of the caucus, the South African caucus, but also the SADC group, talking about the thorny issue of rotation of leadership, particularly at the highest level in the presidency of the Pan-African Parliament. And indeed, earlier on, I saw him and members of Parliament of South Africa taking pictures with members of Parliament from the ECOWAS region, from Mali and other countries. Yes, it looks like things have settled down, but I can tell you, watch the space at 2 o'clock. It's going to be heated, and watch SABC 2. SABC channel 404, because we'll continue to bring you the snippets inside there.
SABC News foreign editor Sophie Mokoena giving us an update from Pan-African Parliament there.